Alright, so thanks for doing this, Andy. Nightlife 4 is out on Monday.
Yes.
What's the concept behind the series generally, and when you started out with Nightlife 1, did you expect it to be the massive success that it's become?
No, never. I mean, we started, I think, 2003, 2004, and it's just been getting bigger and better ever since. I mean, like, we was one of the first sort of independent drum and bass compilations to work, and Red One behind the scenes put in masses of hard work to obviously make the whole thing, you know, come together. And then, you know, we're lucky, and all the record labels let off their tunes, and the producers let us have the tunes that go on the albums. And it's like a snapshot. It's like you come down the end tonight. You know, I'm playing 2 hours tonight. It's like basically a CD's worth. Chunk out of that set, you know, committed to CD, and that's what it's all about. It's all about being of the night, you know, being out in the clubs and the vibe, and trying to hopefully express that on the CD. So
that's a reflection of Andy as you would hear it in the club, but on your stereo.
Yeah.
Cool. So with the track list for Nightlife 4, how did you go about deciding it, and were you happy with how it
Yeah, of course.
out?
I mean, you know, as with all the track listings, you always sort of have a wish list that starts a few months beforehand. You're constantly adding to it, and then tunes that you think are definitely on there sometimes don't end up. It's not it's not because I don't like the tunes. It's just like you literally have got one CD. I prefer to compact it into one CD instead of spreading it over a few. And so inevitably some miss out, but managed to squeeze on 33 on this, plus a few teases. So stretched just about as much as you can get on a CD, and I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Do you think it differs much from the first 3, or is it any way in any
the difference would be it's a snapshot of 2008. Do you know what I mean? So you know, obviously the others are of their time, and this is where drum and bass is at right now, and hopefully it's expressing all the different styles.
Cool. Okay. As a slightly different topic, but as a DJ, you've been going for like 15 years plus. Could you put your finger on one perfect memory that sums up?
There's tons, man. I mean, you know, we're lucky as DJs to get to go and play some of the most amazing clubs in the world. I mean, especially nowadays. You know, back in the day when we started, it was a bit hit and miss. You know, you turn up to, like, you know, some dodgy warehouse somewhere, some cellar somewhere, basement. But nowadays we get to play some of the most amazing clubs in the world. I mean, I've got some, just from this year alone, I've got some amazing memories from Australia. You know, a club called Metro City. You know, the 4-hour set down there a couple of months ago down at the end was special. I mean, Prague last week. It's just ongoing. You know, the thing is, the DJ sets, they're always sort of, you remember your favourite last one, you know, that was a week or two ago, because they're so like...
That's a really great thing though, if it's keeping you that hungry still now.
That's fantastic, I love it, mate. I can't get enough, do you know what I mean? It's like, as soon as like Thursday comes around, I'm sort of itching, I want to get out there and get on the decks.
So what about the 4 hours? Like, can you ever see yourself doing an all-nighter?
Totally, man. I mean, you know, sort of, I think with drum and bass, we've always been, you know, short sets have always been the norm, and you know, over the last few years I've kind of been requesting, and I think we're seeing a lot longer sets. I know Marky does all night down there, and that's fantastic, and when we go abroad we get given a lot longer as well, and I can see it. I mean, you know, both 4-hour sets that I've done down at the end, I've gone home at the end of the night and I can't believe the tunes I didn't play, you know. I'm more thinking about the tunes I didn't play than the tunes I did play, so there's definitely enough scope for it, because drum and bass is so varied, and there's so much to drum and bass now in 2008, so many different styles that you need a long time to express yourself. So you know, I'll be all night one day.
So that's something to look forward to.
Hopefully, yeah.
Wicked. Okay. Final question, quick one. What's next for Ram Records and for you personally, Andy C?
Well, having just got Nightlife 4 out the way is a very good feeling. That's out on Monday, and then following on from that, we've got Sub Focus's next 12, which is Time Warp with Join the Dots. That's sort of like the start of his road to the album, and that's got some amazing tunes on it. And then we've got Chasing Status with their album. We've got some massive tunes from Culture Shock. We've got, you know, Example, Gav from Bristol Sides with some dancehall bangers. I mean, everyone's on it, you know, including all the original Ram crew, you know. So we're 16 years deep this year, and you know, hopefully we can express some artist albums and just, you know, keep the music progressing.
Some more Ram trilogy, maybe?
Hopefully, yeah. I'm dying to get in the studio, man. So, you know, once the summer's out of the way and the festivals, and now that Nightlife's out of the way, I'm looking forward to getting back in the studio.
Brilliant, look forward to that.
Wicked.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
Nice one,
Andy.
that's perfect. Cheers, man. Wicked.